Excellent. What's happening, YouTube? Vector here. Chasing my new best friend. He's got a camera on his helmet. I don't know if he's a vlogger or just a recorder. Can't quite place what his bike is as well. It's an ADV of some kind, but it's got a shaft drive. Can't quite play. Is it Guzzi? I don't know. Oh, he's got better neck movement than I do. Fellas. Yeah, how are we doing? Sunday morning, but the sun in Sunday at last, which is lovely. And yeah, heading up to Dartmoor again. You've seen these roads, familiar roads. Today, I'm meeting a friend of mine. I'm very late to meet him, as always, which I hate, but can seemingly do nothing about. So hopefully he'll be late too. He was last time, and that'll bail my ass out. And of course I'll then be very gracious and like, oh, don't worry about it, mate, and just gloss over the fact that I'd arrived like 30 seconds before him. But yeah, we're heading up to Dartmoor. We're going to meet at Moretonhampstead, the pub we went to before, which is the one I passed up towards Moretonhampstead. And then we're going to ride up to Moretonhampstead together because we are visiting the Motor Museum. So there's a little motor museum in Moretonhampstead, which I know absolutely nothing about. And I was gonna research for myself this morning, and then I ended up late, so I didn't have time. But it's one of those where like the both of us have passed it a time and time again. It's always like, oh, there it is, a little museum, and we keep saying, oh, we really should go in there. We really should go in there, and it looks really cool. Saddlebag 73 did a video there not that long ago, so it's more of a private collection, I guess, than anything. The museum's actually shutting down, unfortunately, or at the very least it's up for sale. I think the building and the vehicles are up for sale. I don't know if they're up for sale together or separately, but either way, chances are the museum will shut and then the collection will be distributed and sort of scattered out into the world. So, and that's next month that it shuts down. So we kind of had to get our act together and get up there. And that's what we're doing today. So forecast is ridiculous today. It's like 24 degrees and it's blazing sun, which is gorgeous. Finally getting August that feels like August. So we're going to do the museum first, excuse me, and then we'll probably go get a drink and some lunch somewhere, hopefully with outdoor seating, maybe Warrenhouse, maybe, I don't know, back out towards Burriton. We'll see what we get up to, really. I love a small museum. Like, they're so, I don't know, something so like charming about a small museum where you know it's just some person's collection, and the museum is an excuse to justify the purchases more so than in any way making any kind of money. Yeah, I'm excited. It looks like a really cool one. There's some really cool old bikes. I think there's a famous Royal Enfield, like a round the world Royal Enfield. Am I remembering that right? It's been a while since I watched Colonel Saddlebag's video, but it's a while since I watched it now. I think we're probably both going up to Dartmoor from here, which would be nice. Always good to have a friend to play with. No, he's going over the north edge. That's a shame. Oh, you could have let me through there, couldn't you? Just gonna rub in my face a nice MX-5, huh? Same generation as mine, Mark III, NC. God, I missed it. Wonder if he's just the 2 litre or the 1.8. We're heading up to Dartmoor now. As predicted, old boy, even though he's in an MX-5, is holding me up. This road's a 60. He's doing 40. The 40 zone starts at the top of the hill. There's a sign for speed shearing, like a sheep shearing competition. Oh, I love the countryside. It's so hot, Fuzz. Oh, I like the mist and the sort of the low cloud just floating over that tor there, as I get distracted as always. And general, like, look at this. It's been quite foggy this morning, quite misty, and it's going to burn off and it's going to be like stunning this afternoon. But right now, I don't know how well the camera's picking this up, but it's just waves of mist coming up off the moorland, burning up off the moorland as the sun comes up properly. That's so cool. It looks so mysterious. You got the hills shrouded in mist, and then little landmarks like that little tor over there, that rock. just protruding out. So Arthurian, isn't it? I mean, I hope it lifts a little bit more because I'm going to get soaked otherwise. Back to Merivale. The last time I came through here was on the CG. I don't know if you've seen those videos. Coming up here for, in fact, actually, at the time of recording, that video is going live probably now. It's probably just gone live while I'm riding. I'll have to check my tube when I pull over. Yeah, taking the CG up here is a little bit more of a challenge than the Magna. You don't really think about it on the Magna because it's like it's whatever, but suddenly this big hill becomes quite an issue when you've got like 8 horsepower. God, the mist is quite low on these higher hills, isn't it? Well, I apologise for the video, which I imagine is like just Vaseline at this point, but we'll improve as we do 25 in a 40. The age-old question of when do you start car hopping? Because like, it is foggy, but it's not that foggy, you know. Oh my god. I love August. It's you know, I can't wait for summer though. I'll say forecast is, or was, I haven't checked it this morning, it was 24 degrees in the afternoon, but I knew it was going to be a little bit misty this morning, but it was supposed to have burned off by like earlier than this. Well, I do at least have a justification for being late now with these slow folks. Although with a bit of luck, if it's this foggy coming the other way across the moors, then hopefully my friend would have been slowed up as well. I can be less embarrassed about my shit punctuality. Really starting to get pissed off by this traffic now. Oh, fantastic. That's what we like to see. Now we can make some proper progress at the heady speed of 40 miles an hour. Love it. Oh, the sheep look soggy. Oh no, they're not. They're full of, was it lanolin? But can't be any fun regardless. Almost there now. Yeah, this wasn't quite the vibe I was hoping for. I'll say it will burn off, or it should burn off unless the forecast has drastically changed. We've just got a post bridge to go now, and then we're there basically. Alright, I think we are now approaching Warren House, if I remember rightly. A little bit hard to tell. My visor's fogging up on the inside now. Yeah, here we are. Let's see if I can spot my friend. There he is, in fact. Morning. This wasn't quite what I had in mind.
It's grim down there.
Oh, it's only fog.
Oh, there's roads are soaking and everything on the way up.
Oh.
Disgusting.
I haven't checked the forecast today. I don't know if it's still supposed to burn off.
I checked it again and it says it is, but it's saying another hour or 2 of
Mist.
Fog, yeah.
It was supposed to like have burnt off already by now. Well, here we are. Met up at Warren House, we're heading up to the museum now. It's apparently even worse. The other side of Moretonhampstead is like actually raining, so that's fun. Hopefully that doesn't come our way. I don't think it will. It is starting to brighten, and like it's, as much as it's still very foggy, it's yeah, it's a little bit gross. I'm just going to let him get a little bit further ahead because I can't be asked blurring his plate the whole time. Yeah, so we're heading up. The museum is, the one annoying thing about the museum is because it's just a kind of random unit, there's no parking. So we're going to park down at the little public car park, which I think is free for bikes. We'll confirm that when we get there. And then go from there. Oh, the cows, they don't look happy. They're not as waterproof as the sheep, so they have to put up with a little bit more. It's pretty dead up here, obviously. I think people are dogging. I think people have seen this fog and gone, actually, you know what, I don't fancy it. Oh, I might have to actually go visor open. Yeah, let's do that. Hopefully by the time we're done with the museum and come back out again, it will be a little bit nicer. There's just smattering of drizzle down this way, just to really twist the knife. Well, that was the Motor Museum, we just passed there. Looks to be nice and open now, so we'll park up and head over. That'll do nicely.
journey.
Thank you very much.
I suppose at least you had something a bit more older, but I think it's better to have something modern as well.
It's 95. Well, that was the Moretonhampstead Motor Museum. I'm just going to pass it here on the left. Lovely Mini, unrelated. Stunning though. So here we are. Just in there, and it's absolutely fantastic. Honestly, I had such a good time with that. That was really, really fun. 10 quid to enter per person, which is not bad, you know, it's a little bit of money, but there's 150 cars and bikes in there. And the oldest was, I think it was a 1904, I think that one was. It was outrageous how nice some of them were. I had such a lovely time. We were looking around, there's some great bikes. You know, there's not too many people in there. There's a constant flow, but it wasn't like you weren't constantly having to wait for people or like walk around people, which was lovely. Like I say, it's shutting down next month at time of filming. I don't know when this video is going to take a couple of weeks to get through the rotation, so by the time, you have to look it up, by the time this video comes out, you might have missed it, or it might be a bike to go out. If it's a bike to go out, go along, have a go. It's really lovely. Shout out to Julie. Julie was manning the counter, did a lovely little introduction for us, talked us through it, very friendly. She also let me and my friend store our helmets and rucksack under her little seat, which is nice. Thank you. That was very kind of him. Knows that we'll be quicker through here. Yeah, see, if you're in the area, even if you're not in the area, it's worth the trip too. It's very lovely. Moretonhampstead's stunning anyway, like Dartmoor's stunning anyway, so make a day trip of it, take the kids, they'll have a lovely time. There is well, they described it as a kids section. What they mean is there's a bunch of toy cars on display. So yeah, I'm going to wrap up there. We're heading off to go and get lunch now. It's still, we were promised blazing sun today. It's actually still a little bit rubbish, but it's lifted enough that we're not getting soaked like we were on the way here, so that's nice at least. So it's dry enough, and that's all we really need. So I'm going to wrap up here. Thank you very much for watching, as always. Keep an eye out on the channel for the next video. We're doing regular uploads, as regular as I can, with life and so on. Give me a like, give me a subscribe if you enjoyed it. You got the Magna, you got the CG, you got a choice of videos, all sorts. Alright, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.